America's first responders and public safety community, we're turning Fridays into First Responder Fridays. Watch tonight at 7 p.m. for a celebration of first responders on our YouTube and Facebook pages.
When you hear your home, 94 HGY, your home of rock and roll.
That means 7.5 out of every 100 people die. And that's what we've been operating on, because those have been the numbers given to us by every model, not a one of which has been right yet. We were told there would be hundreds of thousands dead. We were told at first 2.2 million people would die. And I'm going to tell you again, that number was never valid. That number comes from the UK modeler, the guy Neil Ferguson, and that number was always predicated on if nobody did anything. That number came out after we had started social distancing, and then every poll, every model after that factored social distance. The 2.2 million people dead figure should have never been used, but you know why it was? Because it would allow experts to say, look how well we've done. Why? It was going to be 2.2 million dead, but because of our policies, it's only X thousand. That's why the number has never been valid. His original number for deaths in the UK projected 500,000. Then Mr. Ferguson plugs in a variable. He plugs in social distancing. What if everybody keeps 6 feet away from each other? And the 2.2 million number became 100,000 in the United States and 20,000 in the UK. Then it miraculously became 240,000 in the United States. All of this from models which haven't been right. We were told that this was going to be worse than the flu. The flu has still recorded more deaths to date in this past flu season, even though the CDC has instructed medical people to start counting influenza, heart disease, pulmonary, respiratory, drug overdose, and car crash deaths as COVID-19. Did you know that? It's not just local coroners. The CDC has instructed medical personnel, according to Mr. McCullough here, to record influenza, heart disease, pulmonary, respiratory, drug overdose, car crash deaths as COVID-19 deaths if they can find a trace of the virus within the body. It's a difference in died from it and died with it. They're padding the numbers upward on COVID-19 deaths. Then Mr. McCullough says, we were told that we had to upend an economy. We had to go into solitary confinement. We had to divorce ourselves from normal life because this situation would rage beyond any previous pandemic. We were told that this virus, with 846,000 current confirmed cases, was worse than the swine flu that broke out in Obama's watch that infected 60 million people and hospitalized 800,000 in the United States alone. We were conveniently not told that President Obama had authorized $3.7 million U.S. tax dollars to be used at the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study coronaviruses in bats in 2015. Did you know that? You didn't know that, Mr. Snerdley? Do you believe me? Okay, so you believe, well, this is from Kevin McCullough's piece today. Antibody testing proves that we have been had. Apparently, the Obama administration authorized $3.7 million U.S. dollars to be granted to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study coronaviruses in bats in 2015. Well, what are you saying? I love just giving you information. I don't know what it says. Okay, what does it say? Right. Obama granted money to the Wuhan lab, but it didn't come from a lab. They keep telling us it didn't come from a lab. The tsunami came from animals. Okay. Anyway, none of these truths turned out to be truths, folks. The death rate in New York State is not 7.4%. It's actually 0.75%. It is going to go lower, and I have taken brief time to hang
The Rush Limbaugh Show app. It's on the cutting edge of digital evolution.
We have added push notifications to the app. It'll get a push notification, you tap on that, and bam, you are taken right to the beginning of the program.
Download it free at the App Store or Google Play. Then upgrade to Rush 24/7 for full member benefits. You're listening to the EIB Network.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
With all the uncertainty in the world, feeling safe at home has never been more important. It's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security. They have made it easy